Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed some questions of exercise 2.1. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss some more questions of this same exercise. So let us start with question number 11. The question is like this: find the values of the following. Question number 11 is tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. Now, we will write the principal values of these inverse trigonometric functions. So, in place of this 1, we can write tan pi by 4. So this is tan inverse. In place of this we can write tan pi by 4. Now this is cos inverse. In place of this minus 1 by 2 we can write cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3. Then sin inverse. In place of this 1 by 2 we can write sin pi by 6. Now tan inverse and tan cancel out, and we know that this pi by 4 is the value that lies between the principal value branch of tan inverse, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So the value is okay. So we can write this as pi by 4. Now minus cos pi by 3. As we know that the negative value of cos appears in second quadrant. So we will write this as cos pi minus pi by 3. And this can be written as we know that sine of minus theta is minus sin theta. So this minus sin theta can be written as sine of minus pi by 6. Now this becomes pi by 4. This is cos inverse cos 2 pi by 3, and look at this minus pi by 6 is the value that lies between the principal value branch of sin inverse, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So sin and sin inverse cancel out, we will get minus pi by 6. Here also this 2 pi by 3 is the value that lies in the principal value branch of cos inverse, that is 0 to pi. So cos and cos inverse cancel out, we will get pi by 4, 2 pi by 3, and this is what? Minus pi by 6. Now solve this by taking the LCM. The LCM is what? 12, and this becomes 3 pi, then 8 pi, then 2 pi. So it becomes 9 pi by 12, and finally we will get 3 pi by 4. So this is the value of the given expression. Now come to question number 12. Question number 12 is like this: cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. Now we will write the value in place of 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. This is cos inverse. So we will search out the value of cos for 1 by 2, and we know that cos pi by 3 if this is cos inverse, then it must be in the form of cos. Then only cos and cos inverse will cancel out. 2 as it is. This is sine inverse. This is sine inverse. So we will write the value in the form of sine in place of 1 by 2. And this is sine pi by 6. Now, this pi by 3 is the value that lies in the principal branch of cos inverse, and pi by 6 is also the value that lies in the principal branch of sine inverse. So directly these cancel out and we will get pi by 3, this is 2 and this is pi by 6. This cancel out and we will get pi by 3 and this is also pi by 3. So the answer is 2 pi by 3. So children, in these types of question, if this is tan inverse, then we must write the value in the form of tan. So in place of 1 we will write tan. So this is 10 pi by 4. If this is cos inverse, then we must write the value in the form of cos in place of minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now I am considering one more question, that is MCQ question number 14. It is multiple choice question. 4 options are given. The question is tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2. So we have to solve this and select the correct option. So this is tan inverse. So we will write the value in the form of tan in place of root 3. So tan inverse, this is what? Tan pi by 3. This is sec inverse. Now this can be written as minus, in place of 2 we can write sec pi by 3. Sec pi by 3. And as we know that cos and sec are negative in second quadrant. So this tan and tan inverse will cancel out because this pi by 3 is the value that lies in the principal branch of tan. So directly we can write this is pi by 3 and this is sec inverse. In place of this we can write sec pi minus pi by 3. This I am writing so that because this negative value appears in the second quadrant, and second quadrant means what? Pi minus something, pi minus theta. That's why I am writing this pi minus theta. So this becomes minus sec pi by 3. Now this is pi by 3 and this is sec inverse. It is sec 2 pi by 3. Now this 2 pi by 3 lies in the principal branch of sec, that is from 0 to pi except pi by 2. So sec and sec inverse cancel out and we will get 2 pi by 3 and finally we get minus pi by 3. So this is the option given in part B. So we can write option B is correct. Okay children?